heavenly shades of night are falling. It's Coho time. What are we going to do? We're going to be in those Coho brains so badly that they're having nightmares. So let's give them a Coho nightmare. All right. In the vise today, we do have the Ahrex SA254, and this is a size 2. Now, depending on where you're at, the size of fish you're chasing, that can go down to a 4 or even a 6 or up to a 1, maybe even 1 odd if you're in the ocean. All right, so this is for you guys. It's for me too because it's going in my fly box. But a lot of you love, for some reason, the look and concept of a nightmare Jig Fly specifically. But for some reason, it seems as though some of you may be daunted to try tying it. So let's make a very simple Coho nightmare Jig Fly. And for good reason, because it works. Anything else you need to know about it? Nope, just it works flat out. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, we need elements that move. And this is the bee's knees. This is the spawn Polliwog tail in black. So roughly 1 hook length there. I'm gonna get it tied in, utilizing the entire tail today, not splitting any of it. Just get that tied in super strongly because this fly is going to get demolished by some very big, angry Coho. Not that we're excited about it or anything. All right, next element. I told you this was going to be simple, foolproof, all that good stuff. Chocklett's filler flash in black, and you can see obviously there's more to it than just black, and that's a bonus, and we'll utilize all of that. So get that tied in. I'm gonna make a couple passes, really make sure that's solidified on my tie-in. And from there, we're just gonna cover the majority of this hook in simple form. So this is chenille, treat it as a chenille. So if you can tie half a woolly bugger, you can tie this fly. How about that? Not even a full woolly bugger. Like, how much better does that get? And if you're in a time crunch, last minute trip, or you got a couple days off of work and the weather changes and all of a sudden you've got fish pushing in, this is one very quick, nasty fly you can crank out a bunch of in a hurry. So keep that in mind. Just gonna tie off our chenille here. Again, filler flash, great stuff. As you see, we've already got the white portion of this fly incorporated, that bead already done for you. So keep it simple, folks. Doesn't have to be, as they say, rocket surgery. I'm not a rocket surgeon. All right. One last thing here. We got to get that red. And this is hot red Marabou, Spay Marabou, Fish Hunter, Nature Spirit right there. Great stuff. What do you need? You need red Marabou. Doesn't have to be any specific whatever. If you have red Marabou, you can tie this. All right, tied it in. Not peeling anything off of this deal, keeping it very simple. And so at this point, I do have some water here. I'm going to get those fibers moving back before taking that wrap. And let's come through and see how we're looking here. Try to release any of those fibers as I go. Less work when I'm finished. So I don't want to cover up all that goodness in the body. So we're just going to call 1.5 wraps. 1.6 if you want to be specific, but that's just splitting fibers. All right, tie this thing off and pull back. A couple wraps in the front there and trim that quill out with all the fibers we don't need. Don't cut the fibers you do need, just the ones we don't. Like so. Again, back to the water. A little dabble do ya. Get this thing wet just to get the fibers out of the way. And then you can make a clean thread neck. And that's important because that's what's going to solidify all of your materials. Look at that. Like I just wanted to play. So sorry. All right, whip finish time. Everybody's favorite. If this isn't something that you can do with your eyes closed yet, you should stop tying. Put a naked hook or shank in that vise and just work on your whip finish. You want to be able to do that mindlessly. All right. And there we have a very simple and very effective Nightmare Jig Streamer. I don't know how much simpler that can get, but boy, does that look nasty, and I'm a fan. Let's get some cement on this guy. I don't know about you guys, but that seems like it was about 4 or 5 minutes. You can surely tie a pile of these things, fill half a box, and just have at it. Less crying when you lose a fly, more laughter and giggles and smiles when you hand one to a friend who hasn't caught a fish. Like, there are 18 different reasons to tie this fly, and you really only need one reason, and that's, again, if I hadn't mentioned it enough, because it works. Keep that in mind. Don't always have to reinvent the wheel here. A lot of times it's fun to play on the vise and be creative and all that, but there are those days when you just need a couple bugs and you need to hit the river. This is the go-to. All right, there we have it. Hope you guys liked this one. If you did, please hit like, please hit subscribe, leave any comments below, and we will do our best to address those quickly, and we will see you guys on the water.